One summer, during her vacation, a young woman went to visit her friend, a village schoolteacher who lived in a small place called Volkovo. In the very first days, her friend suggested she visit an elderly woman, Aunt Alyona. People said she was sick, barely able to get up, and lived completely alone. The young woman decided to go. When she entered, she froze in surprise. Despite the old woman's helpless condition, the home was incredibly clean. Everything was neat and tidy, not a speck of dust anywhere. On the windowsill, fresh wildflowers stood in a simple mug. It seemed unbelievable. Aunt Alyona, the guest asked in amazement, "How do you manage everything here? Who helps you?" The old woman smiled gently and calmly replied, "I have angels. They come to visit me every day." The young woman felt confused and unsure how to take those words. But at that very moment, the door quietly opened. Two little girls stood at the doorway. One carried a jug of fresh spring water, the other brought some food. They entered so naturally, as if they came here every day. Their faces shone with kindness and warmth. The girls quickly got to work. They tidied up the room, fixed the bed, fluffed the pillows, and helped Aunt Alyona. They did everything with joy, without hurry, and without unnecessary words. When they finished, the girls gently kissed the old woman goodbye and left the house with smiles. The room became quiet again. The young woman stood there, deeply moved by what she had seen, her heart filled with a special warmth. Suddenly, she clearly understood. These were real angels, not with wings, but with kind hearts. That moment stayed in her memory forever. Later, she reflected on that day. There are charities, foundations, and donations in the world, and they are important. But there is something greater. There is personal love for others, the kind of help spoken of in the words, "Do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing." And most importantly, to do good with joy, because this is how angels appear here on earth.